So, America's quarterback, the Great White Hope, inexplicably crashed out of the playoffs on Sunday or Saturday, whatever day it was. And let me be clear, I love Josh Allen. Seems like a great guy, great family man. I got no beef with him personally. I actually kind of rooting for him personally. The problem is America's obsession with trying to make Josh Allen the greatest of all time, and yet he hasn't gotten over the hump. It's no secret. I'm a Ravens guy. Shout out Lamar Jackson. But the way they get treated is just ridiculously different. So what does Buffalo do? They fire their very successful head coach. They're so successful head coach that he's won over 65% of his regular season games. The coach that's so successful that he's gone 8-8 in the postseason, which I know they haven't got to the Super Bowl, and I know they haven't gotten over the hump. But y'all playing 16 postseason games in that time span and going 500 is pretty darn good. But see, this is why bad organizations normally stay bad. And the Bills and the Bengals are two great examples of this. They are organizations with terrible owners. The Bills with Pagula and the Bengals with the Brown family. Now, what they did is each organization happened to have luck into a franchise quarterback. Generational quarterbacks. Joe Burrow and Josh Allen right now are up there with Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. That's it. There are 4 franchise quarterbacks in football, period. The rest of them might be starting quarterbacks, but those 4 stand above everybody else. And what happened is these two historically cheap, bad, mismanaged organizations ended up with franchise quarterbacks. Joe got to a Super Bowl, and you've seen what he struggled with since then. And the Bills have been successful in large part because of the guy they just fired and their franchise quarterback. Now, I tell you, I say this all the time. If you've got bad ownership, you can overcome that if you get the most important pairing in football right. Great head coach, franchise quarterback. And I still argue the Bengals have that right. Poor ownership that's cheap and won't spend money unless it's on offense, different conversation. But have you seen those facilities? But they got franchise quarterback, great head coach. Bills have had franchise quarterback, great head coach. Except they just fired the great head coach and promoted the guy who put together a subpar roster in some areas. Look, Brandon Beane has drafted 2 Pro Bowlers in his last 55, 56 picks, I think. The average GM can't hit on Pro Bowlers. Pro Bowl is a low bar now. When I normally talk about accolades, I'm an all-pro guy. If you're not making all-pro teams, that's what really outlines who's elite and who isn't. Brandon Beane has drafted 2 Pro Bowlers in his last 56 picks, and Buffalo just promoted him. Meanwhile, they fired the second most successful head coach in franchise history after Marv Levy. What the hell are the Bills doing?